Hey, what's going on, everybody? Just want to welcome you to the launch of Perception. This is going to be a short video, not long. It's just going to be an introduction of what we're going to be doing and what perception is all about. And we're going to watch this thing grow. I recently learned something about procrastination. Being in the business that I'm in, we had this opportunity to get involved with something, and so many people waited to the very last minute that servers crashed down because everybody was trying to do something at the last minute. And I've been contemplating about how I wanted to put this whole thing together. And, my old paradigm was everything has to be perfect and things of that nature. But I realized doing that is going to cause me to miss out, just like the people that procrastinated made them miss out on a very, very good opportunity. So I'm launching out, I'm jumping out into the water. I'm gonna figure this thing out as I go. Excuse the videos if they're uh, very elementary at first, but as I learn this thing and learn how to put them together better and better, we'll get there. So this is gonna be a growth process for me as well, because that's what perception is really all about. So what is perception? Perception is finding your inner compass. It's Perception is all about the way we see the world and how people see us, of course, right? And I've come to realize that when you're talking about perception, everybody is right according to the way they see things. Even though it doesn't agree with us, doesn't mean it's wrong. Because we have no idea where they came from, what kind of upbringing they had, even if it's the most vilest thing. According to their perception, they're right. It's not right in our eyes because our perception is different. Our reality is different. And when it comes to perception, and not only that, this course is going to be dealing with finances, because it's really based on changing the way we see money and the way we look at earning money and finding ways to create money. Because I realize as I've been in this, people's perception of money is really very, very interesting. And we're going to get into this over time. This is just beginning. This is just the first little introduction video. Um, I might put them out once a week at the beginning. I know you're supposed to put out content every day according to whoever they are, but that's not what this is. It's going to grow organically. Um, we're just going to see um, where this thing goes. But when I look at perception, you know, you are a spirit, you possess a soul, and you live in this physical body. And that soulless realm is what we're going to be dealing with the most, because that's the mind. That's where everything pretty much is either won or lost, is in that mental place. When we're talking about opinions and thoughts and feelings and beliefs and truth, all of these words, all of these concepts play an important role in how we see this life and how we go through this life, especially when it pertains to finances. And along the way, you're going to experience something called cognitive dissonance. And I got to figure out how to zoom this stuff in and everything, but we'll get it together. So let me tell you what cognitive dissonance is. This is why people get upset when their beliefs, things we believe to be true, are challenged. It's called cognitive dissonance. It says a mental conflict occurs when beliefs are contradicted by new information. And your beliefs are going to be challenged by the new information that is presented to you through me. This conflict activates areas of the brain involved in personal identity and emotional responses to threats. So the information that I'm going to be providing is going to be considered a threat in your mind, and it's going to cause you to either like me or not like me. And I get it. Along my journey, there were people that I resonated with, and there were people that I didn't resonate with. It doesn't mean that I'm bad, they're good, doesn't mean they're bad, and I'm good. It's just their perception of their reality, right? The brain's alarms go off when a person feels threatened on a deeply personal and emotional level, causing them to shut down and disregard any rational evidence that contradicts what they previously regarded as truth. So your truth is going to be challenged. You know, I was just in a meeting, a seminar this last weekend, and this lady, she told us to draw a large circle that pretty much filled up the paper, right? Let me see if I can get a pen that works. She told us to draw a circle in the paper. I know that's not the best circle, right? She told us to draw a circle. Then she told us to draw a smaller circle in the middle. She said this represents knowledge, and this represents the knowledge that we have. So think about that. So along this journey, you're going to be presented with knowledge that's outside of your realm. And what's going to happen is cognitive dissonance is going to take place. And look what it says. To disregard rational evidence. What do I mean by that? A lot of times people are suffering financially, and you can present to them information, or you can present to them something that can help them get free. But because of something called cognitive dissonance, a real emotional trauma takes place, and it causes them to reject the information that can help them become free. So along this journey, we're going to find our inner compass, because we live in a world of effect. Everybody looks at the effects, and nobody really looks at the cause. So I'm going to be your compass on board. The mission of perception is to help people find their inner compass so they can find the direction so that they may prosper and be in health even as their soul prospers. So my journey is, I'm just a compass along the way to help you, to help point you to your inner compass, because all of your answers to every problem, every situation in your life, even though we're going to be talking about finances, and I'm going to be connecting you to a system that can help you get financially free if you choose to, and it's free to join. But these concepts about the mind can be related to anything in your life, relationships, business, whatever it may be. But specifically, we're going to be talking and dealing mostly with finances, because that's the realm that I'm in. So along this journey, that's what we're going to be dealing with. We're going to be, I'm going to be reading from different books. You know, I realize there's nothing new under the sun. I'm only going to be regurgitating information that you've already pretty much heard by everybody else. Maybe you haven't. It might be the first time you're hearing some of this information. But I realize everybody that's out there, they're all repeating the same stuff. They're all repeating the same thing. And I'm just going to give you my perception of the same information and break it down according to how I perceive it. Because you got to remember, everybody has a map that they're looking at, right? When I was in the military, they dropped us off in the middle of the woods with a map and a compass. Map and a compass. So my job is to help you navigate through your map while you finding your internal compass. But we can be looking at the same map, but the map might tell us mountain ranges, it might tell us where rivers are, it can tell us certain features, but at the same time, it doesn't tell us the actual truth or the actual, what's the word I'm looking for? It doesn't tell us the actual depth of what's going on the ground. I can see a mountain range, but on one side it could be sheer cliffs, but on the other side it could be a gradual incline. Well, we went up the same mountain. I was able to just go up it easily, but you were on the side that it was sheer cliffs. And we talk about this same mountain, but your perception, your reality was different from mine. But my perception and my reality was true for me. Just like your perception and your reality of going up that cliff was your truth and your reality. Because at the end of the day, we don't really know truth. Because that same map, we can be looking at a river. You could have crossed in a place where it was nice and calm. I could have crossed in a place where it was rapids. We're looking at the same map, we see the same river, but it doesn't show the real aspects of what's going on the ground. So I'm telling you my story of the same river that we're looking at, and I'm telling you it was all hell broke loose. It was chaos getting across it. You tell me your story, you floated across. Well, what I experienced was real. It was true. It was my perception. It was my reality. Just like you going through the other side of the river where it was nice and calm and peaceful, that was your truth. That was your reality. So we come together and we begin to talk, and you try to tell me, no, the river was calm. And I'm telling you, no, the river was very treacherous. Well, you're trying to tell me your truth, and I'm trying to tell you my truth. But we're butting heads. Why? Because it's our perception. It's our reality of what we experience. So along this journey, you got to remember, everything I'm going to be talking to you about is filtered through my perception, through my reality, through my stories. We can read the same book and still get a different message from the same book. That's why, you know, when people read a religious book like the Bible or the Quran or the Kamash or the Bhagavad Gita, whatever it may be, that's why you get so many different interpretations. Why? Because everybody who reads those words are reading it through their perception, their reality, their paradigm, their beliefs, their truth. Those are theirs. That's why two people can be sitting next to each other reading the same thing and one experience something totally different. So along this journey, you know, I'm so excited about doing this. You know, I've been procrastinating long enough. And I'm going to tell part of my story as we go through this. I'm going to get to know you. You're going to get to know me. And we're just going to have fun. I'm going to learn how to do this YouTube stuff. I'm going to learn how to create and make the videos look good and all that stuff. So, and anytime you want to connect with me and join our money system, you know, because part of this video is my passion to get those who want to be financially free. You know, you'll hear me talk about not working a 9 to 5. I'm not against work, but these videos are for people that are looking for a different way. They're looking for a better way than trading their time for labor. You know, for those of you who want to labor the rest of your life, this video may not be for you, and that's okay. And I know there's going to be a lot of trolls on here and saying they negative comments. Why? Because your perception of me is going to be either good or bad. But I could it doesn't matter to me. You're going to perceive me the way you're going to perceive me. I cannot control that. The only thing I can control is who I am and how I explain this information. So, like I said, this is just the introduction video of where we're going to be going. We're going to be talking about the mind and how it pertains to becoming financially free. So, I look forward to it. I'm excited about it. Like I said, I'll be dropping a video maybe like once a week at first, maybe 2 times a week whenever I feel led. But I just want to make sure that I'm doing my due diligence and taking the time to study and put stuff together, and we'll figure this thing out. You know, there's so much information out there, especially when it comes to the mind and finances. And I look so forward to how this thing is gonna come together, and how the community and the tribe grows. And I look forward to it. People connecting with us and actually joining, coming in to our system. Like I said, it's free. Um, I'll eventually, the next video, I'll put a link where you can sign up. And if you're interested, and I'll reach out to you and show you exactly what it is that we do. You'll hear me talk about it, because my passion is to get people not only free in their mind, but free in their finances. Because so many people struggle when it comes to finances. And we're going to be using the word, you know, speaking of our perception, you know, we're going to be using this word rich, you know. And it's so funny how when you talk about being rich, how many adverse reactions people have when you say you want to be rich. They look at you like you're an evil person. Why? Because those are people's perceptions. That's the information that they were given and downloaded to believe that for you to desire to be rich means you're greedy, you're a scoundrel, you're evil. And that's the furthest from the truth. You know, to be rich, you want to be rich. You want to be rich in love. You want to be rich in all those things. But specifically, we're going to be talking about finances, because that's the realm I'm in. Like I said, we can apply these mental laws to anything in our life. But this particularly is going to be dealing, this channel is going to be dealing with finances, because we want to educate people on how to become financially free. Because when you can find your inner compass and you can know your truth, because most people walk by other people's truth. Most people haven't taken the courage or the time to find their own compass. And that's what perception is all about. I know you really probably can't see my compass there, but that's my little compass. Everything in this represents something. The threes, the seven, the compass, behind it, the circles, everything represents something, because it represents something inside of you. So, hey, once again, I'm going to be your compass coach. My name is Dwayne Taylor, but they call me Coach. And yeah, so this is going to be a good journey. So I look forward to growing and expanding, learning how to do this YouTube thing. You know, this is me stretching myself. This is me stepping out into my dream, to my passion, because that's what this is also going to be about, giving people the courage to step out in their dreams, to step out in their passions. And that's what I look forward to the most, hearing the testimonies of people of how I impacted their lives. You know, and I realize as I've been on my journey, and the people that have come back to tell me, Dwayne, what you said really impacted my life. It helped me change my life. You know, that really means something. That really is a special thing. That really is an honorable thing. And that is why I'm going to be doing what I'm doing, because it's my gift back to the world. And that's my passion, is to help people find their inner compass so they can have the courage to give their gift back to the world, because everybody on this planet has something to give back to this world. That's why you're here. You're here to give your gift. But so many people, I lived in fear and a lack of self-worth all my life. and it destroyed a lot of things in my life, and I didn't even realize it. But like I said, we're going to be talking about that, be sharing part of my story, be sharing part of my life. So until the next video, share this with your friends, subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell so whenever I go live, you can be alerted, and we'll watch this tribe grow. So until next time, remember, we always gonna flow, we're gonna love, we're gonna shine, we're gonna be who we're supposed to be. We're gonna be the ones always toasting to the good life. We're gonna live long and prosper, and we always gonna keep it 100. So to my Kingsmen, I salute you. To my gold gladiators, Ahu, and to the rest of the tribe, peace. And to all my knowledge seekers out there, you know what time it is. So this is Coach.